have a chance. Richarlison. Cuts it back. Oh, what a goal! First up! It's just the 5th minute.
Still Lewandowski. Still Doski. Finds Dembele, and Dembele scores an equaliser. What a pass from Lewandowski. He has been the best player. He has actually got 2 assists. One of Gavi's goal and now Dembele's goal.
And City wins! City won the match. Manchester City won the match.
Hello everybody, this is Brisbane05 last year and welcome back to another video of this channel. In today's match, we're actually going to be doing the opening game of the Premier League 2026-27 season, the new Premier League campaign, as it's going to be the defending champions Arsenal taking on the championship champions Coventry City. And that match is going to be taking place at the Emirates Stadium. So Arsenal have actually done pretty good business in the transfer window. They've actually signed Tzolis from Club Brugge, Mikel Arteta from Leeds United on a free, and Bruno Guimarães from Newcastle United. They are actually signing another player, which is, of course, Ezri Konsa, but we don't know if it has actually gone through or not because I've checked, in resources and he's still an Aston Villa player. So we don't know if it has actually gone through. Whereas Coventry City, on the other hand, they've actually done pretty well. Like, they've got Carl Rushford as their main goalkeeper. Haji Wright is a solid striker for Coventry City. And plus, they have a very good manager who has actually been a player in the past. And he's been a very good player. Not as in attack, but also basically been the provider. Yes, if you know that player, if you really know what I'm talking about, it's, of course, Frank Lampard. The Chelsea dagger, if many people would like to name him. But yeah, he is Super Frankie Lampard. But still, Frank Lampard is the manager of Coventry City, as he has actually guided Coventry City to a promoted spot where they, in fact, got promoted to the Premier League. However, Coventry City do need to stay in the Premiership, whereas Arsenal, they're looking to go back-to-back, something that Chelsea have done, something that their rivals, their London rivals have done, something that Frank Lampard's playing career has, when he was a player, his team have done, won back-to-back, something that Arsenal's rivals have done, basically. But can they do it? Can they be the second London team to go back-to-back? Or will somehow Coventry City get a win or make a statement win, prove that they are the Premier League survivors? We'll just see and find out. Anyway, guys, it's going to be Arteta versus Frank Lampard. Who's going to win the match? Put your predictions in the comments. And with that, let's go to the Emirates Stadium to see Arsenal take on Coventry City. Alright guys, we're here at the Emirates Stadium to see the opening game of the Premier League season 26-27 as we have Arsenal taking on Coventry City. Both these sides, they deserve to be here at this very own ground, especially Coventry City, who have just gained promotion last season. So they're back at the top flight of England, whereas Arsenal, who are the defending champions of England, who are the defending Premier League champions, are looking to retain. They're looking to retain their trophy, something that they haven't done in their Premier League history. Only United and Chelsea and City, they're the only teams who have actually retained, like they've actually gone back to back. But can Arsenal be the fourth team to do so? We'll see and find out. There's their starting lineup, by the way. Raya, Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Rice, Zubimendi, Trossard, Eze, Saka, and of course Gyökeres. They're the players who are starting for Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is the manager, and here are the subs with Odegaard and Hincapié chilling. But as you can see, both these players are shaking each other's hands. Bukayo Saka is of course the player to watch, as he's been Arsenal's main right winger for so many years, and he's also been the Premier League winner. But can he do it? Now here's Coventry's lineup: Rushford, Da Silva, Kitching, Thomas, Van Wyk, Onyeka, Grimes, Mason Clark, Rudoni, Sakamoto, and of course Haji Wright. These are the players who are actually playing for Coventry City, and here are the subs. But as you can see, Arsenal versus Coventry City, it's coming right up. Who's going to win the match? Will Arsenal prove that they are still the strongest team in England, Or will Coventry City pull off a surprise? We'll see and find out. Looks like Coventry City are the ones to kick off. Now here's Wright. But what a tackle here. Now here's Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Declan Rice. Rice with it. Rice to Calafiori. But his pass gets intercepted as Coventry City win the ball. Now here's Thomas. Thomas to Onyeka. Onyeka to Rudoni. Rudoni with it. He finds Mason Clark. Clark to Wright. Haji Wright with it. He finds De Silva. De Silva makes a cross. But what a leaping header here from one of the defenders here. I'm pretty sure that's Gabriel. Yes, Gabriel was the one that I've actually did that leaping header to clear the danger. And now Arsenal are on the attack. Here's Eberiche Eze. Eze to Timber. Timber to Gyökeres. Gyökeres makes a pass to Saka. And Saka manages to get the ball. Saka to Gyökeres. Arsenal are on the attack. And there was a chance for a handball here, but I think Coventry City got that one firmly under control as now they have the possession here. Now here's Rudoni. Rudoni to Onyeka. Onyeka to Wright. Back to Onyeka. Grimes. Grimes to Mason Clark. Sakamoto with it. Onyeka. Here's Van Ewijk. Van Ewijk tries to make a wonderful pass, but Arsenal get the one. They get the ball as they clear away from danger. Onyeka with it. Rudoni to Grimes. Grimes to... I'm pretty sure that was the other player. Again, Coventry City don't have the best players. Their only best player is actually their keeper, which is Rushworth. But I'm pretty sure despite actually having unknown players, they still are talented. And Arsenal, they have an opportunity, but Coventry City managed to get the job done. Frank Lampard is actually a serious manager. Yes, he had flops at Chelsea and Everton. But as a Coventry City manager, he's actually doing pretty well. And I have a feeling that they are actually going to be staying up. But only time will tell. Because, I mean, Sunderland are basically the only promoted team that have actually stood up. While the rest of the other teams who have actually promoted from Championship, Burnley and, Burnley is actually the only team that have actually got relegated. It was West Ham and Wolves that have been the teams who have been in Premier League for so long, but have been relegated. But anyway, let's not get sidetracked as Arsenal were on the attack, but Coventry City get the ball. Now here's Mason Clark. But he loses the ball and it's going to be a throw in here for Coventry City. But as you can see, possession-wise, it has been Coventry City that have had slight more ball than Arsenal. Already the first quarter of the game has been done. Second quarter to go to finish the half. Well, actually, one more quarter to finish the half. Not second quarter to go, but I don't know what I'm saying right now. But anyway, Saliba with it. Saliba to Timber. Timber to Raya. Raya to Gabriel. Gabriel to Rice. Rice to Eze. Arsenal are trying their best to get into a good position here. But Coventry City, they know they are standing business. They know how to take care of themselves. But it's still with Arsenal. Here's Eze. Eze to Saka. Saka with it. Gyökeres. Still Gyökeres. Gyökeres to Calafiori. Calafiori Eze, and Arsenal, they already had the opportunity, but then I think Eze kind of messed it up there. But I think Arsenal earlier on had the opportunity to take the lead. But anticipation here from the defenders. Like I said, Coventry are standing business. They know how to deal danger here. But yeah, given the fact, again, Arsenal really wanted to get rid of the curse. Because since the 23-24 season, City have won the Premier League. But in the 2024-25 season, the following season, City have actually gone trophyless. Yes, they've actually gone trophyless. They never actually went on to win the Premier League. And they've also had losses which they shouldn't have had. And then Liverpool, they actually won the Premier League that season. And then the following season, they also fumbled. Will Arsenal repeat, or will they actually go different this time? So really, Arsenal are the team to make statement because City don't have Pep Guardiola this time. So they really are that team to actually start their dominance after being shadowed for the past 22 years. They've literally been the shadow dwellers for the past 22 years. Like, they've won the Premier League, but they've just never had the consistency to do so. They basically, like, did not have the squad, or they basically have come close, but still too far. But this season is going to be a different season for Arsenal because now that Guardiola has departed Premier League, this would mean that Arsenal are the only team that are the favourites because they actually have a manager who has actually been in Guardiola and Klopp history, which is, you know, during the Guardiola and Klopp era. And that's Mikel Arteta. And speaking of that, Arsenal have the opportunity to take the lead, and they simply do, thanks to a wonderful finish from, I believe, that is Victor Gyökeres. Am I right? No, I don't think so. It's from a number 19. It's actually from Trossard. Leandro Trossard gives Arsenal the lead. Rashford had the opportunity to make a save, but when you're up against a cult winger like Leandro Trossard, you know he's going to score from there. And with that, Arsenal take the lead just at the stroke of half-time, as they really prove themselves to be the defending champions of the Premier League. Half-time already, as Arsenal have a slim lead over Coventry City thanks to a goal from Leandro Trossard. In real life, he's actually made a move to Besiktas, but this proves that Arsenal do really have a good squad here. Trossard was the only player to actually score for Arsenal, and with that, half-time, it's Arsenal 1, Coventry 0. Alright, so let's take a look at the first match highlights here. The first half highlights, sorry. And as you can see, the only chance that have actually been created was that goal scored. And it was none other than Leandro Trossard. Got the better of the keeper, Carl Rushworth, as he scored it in the top right corner. And with that, Arsenal's only chance has got themselves up front. But let's take a look at the match facts here. Of course, Arsenal had 2 shots, 1 shot on target. I'm confident to say it because that other shot was poor, and then the second one from Arsenal was on target and it was a goal, so that's why. And Coventry City, they're yet to register a single shot, but can they do it in the second half? We just don't know. But right now in the first half, it has been Timber. Timber has actually been the players who has actually had a high rating, but for Coventry's best performer is Ben Thomas. But again, Arsenal's best player is Hurricane Timber. But right now, it's already half-time with Arsenal having a slim lead over Coventry City. Second half is there. Will Arsenal hold on, or will Coventry City somehow pull off a miracle here? We'll see and find out. Anyway, guys, second half will be coming up shortly, right after the break. Alright, guys, looks like second half has already commenced as Arsenal are going to be the ones to kick off. Right now, they already have a slim lead over Coventry City, but can they maintain the pressure? Or will Coventry City prove that they still are Premier League worthy? That they still want to stay in the Premiership for that many years, like if they can actually do it with the squad they have. But again, the real test is up against the defending champions, who are right now cruising thanks to a goal from Leandro Trossard. Gyökeres makes a pass to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice had the opportunity to shoot from there, but of course, what a save from Rashford. And then Leandro Trossard had the opportunity to bring it in play, but he didn't have to do that because it could have been a corner kick for Arsenal nonetheless. But Trossard went the extra mile. He wanted to actually net himself a brace. But being greedy cannot give you a goal. You need to be patient. Right now, Coventry City have the possession. Here's Sakamoto with it. Sakamoto to Van der Wijk. Van der Wijk to Rodoni. Rodoni to Sakamoto. Sakamoto with it. He tries to cross it, but Arsenal were there to get this one out. And Bukayo Saka does well to receive the ball. And now is Saka. He makes a wonderful pass to Gyökeres, who managed to control the ball, but Coventry City managed to nullify him. And get this, Coventry City was the team Gyökeres have actually played. So just to let you know, he's actually playing against his former club, and they actually know Gyökeres pretty well. Well, some players who have actually been teammates with Gyökeres know his style pretty well. Now here's De Silva. De Silva with it. Silva to right. Right to Rudoni. Rudoni to Onyeka. Onyeka to Grimes. Grimes to right. But what a tackle from Saliba. And it's going to be, I think, a corner kick or goal kick. I think it's a goal kick. But as you can see, Arsenal flags and the fans, they're showing some jubilant here. They're showing some energy around the players. And there was a handball from Arsenal, so it's going to be an advantage for Coventry City. Now here's Mason Clark. Mason Clark to Grimes. Coventry City need to find their way back into the game if they really are Premier League survivors. But right now, Arsenal have the ball. Here's Bukayo Saka, the star boy. Star boy finds Eze. Eze to Saka. Still Saka. Saka tries to find Eze, but Coventry City get the ball. Mason Clark with it. Finds Rudoni. Rudoni to Grimes. Grimes to Mason Clark. Mason Clark to De Silva. De Silva to Mason Clark. Grimes with it. Grimes to De Silva. De Silva to Grimes. Grimes to Mason Clark. Coventry City, they are really pushing. They're pushing for an equalizer here. But can they get it? Can they earn it? Which I don't think it's the case, because Arsenal, they know how to shut things up. They know how to shut things down. And that only goal from Leandro Trossard might actually be the difference, because it has been nothing but defensive masterclass from both the sides. Grimes with it. He finds Rudoni. Rudoni to Sakamoto. Sakamoto to Van der Wijk. Van der Wijk to Kitching. Mason Clark. Coventry are on the attack. Here's De Silva. De Silva with it. Coventry City have more passes than Arsenal, but they still can't find themselves an equalizer here until this attacking opportunity. But I don't think it's the case, as Arsenal win the ball. Here's Timber. Timber to Saka. Saka to Timber. Timber to Saliba. Arsenal are basically just killing the game here. They really think that the game is over, because Coventry City, they really are not pushing, despite having that desperation to actually go the extra mile. But they really are not pushing, and Arsenal had the chance to finish it off, but the effort is just wide. And there's a substitution from Arsenal as Calafiori comes off for Hincapié. As he had a wonderful display in the Community Shield, scored the quickest goal in Community Shield history, by the way. Scored in 25 seconds. So this shows that Arsenal are really hungry. They are not the team that have actually they're only winning pre-season trophies for fun. No, they are a team who are serious in winning major trophies. But right now, Frank Lampard needs to show Coventry City some respect here. They really need to show Coventry City some desperation to get back in the game, because right now they are not doing it until this set. But it's going to be a corner kick for Coventry City. Substitution here for Arsenal as Eze comes off for Havertz, and De Silva from Coventry City point comes off for Kessler Hayden. Coventry City have already won a corner. They go long, but Arsenal deal with the pressure, and they completely do. He's Rice with it, but Kitching wins the ball. He finds Sakamoto. Right now, 2 minutes of added time here. Coventry City have one last chance. They have one last chance to score an equalizing goal. Can it be this set? And Coventry City had the opportunity, but what a save from Raya. And it's going to be a corner kick for Coventry City. Rudoni is going to be the one to take it. This is now or never. The fans from Arsenal are in silence because this corner kick is going to be crucial. Rudoni goes long, but Arsenal deal with the pressure. And they completely do, as full-time whistle has been blown, as Arsenal get a huge win over Coventry City. And a perfect way to start the new Premier League campaign, the 26-27 campaign, with a win. Thanks to an only goal from Leandro Trossard, as he's been Arsenal's best and cult player so far. Full time, it's Arsenal 1, Coventry City 0. So, the second half highlights here, of course, it was that chance from Eze, but his effort was just off target. That was not a bad effort, by the way. That was like a curling effort. But Rushford, he is in so much relief because that could have gone in. That curler from Eze, it could have gone in. It could have gone anywhere. But it is what it is. Again, we're going to see the replay. Beautiful effort from Eze, but just on the wrong side. Curled it at the wrong time, and then the fans were really hoping that this could have been the finisher. But it is what it is. Let's go to match facts here. As you can see, Arsenal have completely dominated Coventry City. 5 shots, 2 shots on target to Coventry's 1 shot on target. That was that chance from the fag end of the game. But Raya made that huge save. And then from the performance-wise, it has actually been a shared performance from Saliba and Timber. But from Coventry point of view, it's actually been Kitching that has had more rating. Like, had the best performance so far in this game than most of the Arsenal players combined. But he's on the losing end, which is kind of bad for the PR. But anyway, Victor Gyökeres did get the assist though. And that was the assist on Trossard. Thought he was a goal scorer, but he's actually the provider who provided the assist on Leandro Trossard's goal. And with that, Arsenal's 1 goal was enough to get a huge win and start their 2026-27 campaign. And that will be the predicted score for the first game of the Premier League season. But what will be the prediction? What will be your opinions for the prediction? You might have to put that in the comments. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll be back for our next match. Goodbye. Alright guys, so we're back, and just as you witnessed, it was Leandro Trossard that have actually scored the only goal for Arsenal, and they managed to hold on after 90 minutes, securing a good win over Coventry City, 1-0. It was not a convincing victory, but it's still a win, as Arsenal, they had more chances than Coventry City. Coventry City's only chance was from that fag end of the match, but it wasn't actually worth it because Raya made that crucial save. That one chance from Coventry City, Raya made that crucial save. And with that, Arsenal get a huge win over Coventry City. Even though it was not the statement one or a convincing victory, Arsenal, they start with a bang. And I really hope that they actually continue to do so as an Arsenal, as an Arsenal fan, solely, basically. Because basically as an Arsenal fan, I really do want them to succeed. Because given the fact that they've actually been the shadow dwellers for the past 22 years, always seeing other teams actually get success and not their own team, not their own club getting success, it kind of pains me so much. So now that they finally have risen from the dark, could this be their chance? Could this be their moment? Now that both the managers, Klopp and Guardiola, have left the Premier League building, could this be Arsenal's chance to dominate football? Or will it be otherwise? We'll see and find out. Anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe. This is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.